Me, Grimlock, have a headache after today. Me, Grimlock, want rest for 5 minutes.
Hey, Grimlock.
What really want?
You want to know a number that's better than 11?
Me, Grimlock, think that random, but Willie can go on.
That number is 6-7.
Willie should know this by now. Me, Grimlock, tired of that bullshit.
What's up, my fellow Cybertronians? Now, I can explain this. So yeah, I'm recording in the living room due to very reasonable reasons. So due to said very reasonable reasons, I'm recording in here. But anyways, today, we'll be reviewing the Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Grimlock. So, Hasbro recently reissued this figure because, like, eBay prices, Suez Canal, COVID, yeah, all that happened. But yeah, this is a great figure, and I got this from Smith's Toy Superstores the same with how I got Megatron from there, and I got this from there,
Variable head syndrome.
which is actually accurate to the Bumblebee movie, but that's for another day. For now,
Grimlock.
yeah, this is an awesome dino mode. It is movie accurate, and it's accurate too. I like that, and being a dino, of course, it would have posability. So the head is on a swivel. Actually, the neck is on a swivel. So this is gonna look weird. Yeah. And, yeah, the head can move up and down, and it clicks into place. Get an opening jaw. Yeah. So the shoulders, they're on really tight ball joints, but they can do a full 360, and he can wave. Hello. And also, there's an elbow bend. Fortunately, no bicep swivel. However, there's a bicep wiggle due to the ball joint. And it looks like there's a hinge there, right? However, there is no hinge there. Yeah, I might have to get the DNA upgrade kit soon. Yeah, for now, this is still a pretty good figure. And legs are on ratchets. They can do a full 360. And they can go out. You get a beautiful spread. Damn. And you get a thigh swivel. And, you get a stank you leg due to robot mode. And you can not unclip the chest, not unclip the belly. However, you can unclip that. That was, for some reason, stiff. For a ratcheted, like a soft ratcheted bend at the knee. Yeah. Then, of course, you can give him the chicken legs. So just, there you go. And, you get the toes are on a hinge joint, as well as the heel. So yeah, posability on this figure in dino mode is pretty good. However, it could have used some extra stuff, like maybe the swivel at the bicep, or maybe the head could have extended in some way so that you get side to side. I don't know how they would have done that though. But yeah, you gotta like really just search for problems in order to have any complaints with this figure. But anyways, size comparisons time. Optimus Prime. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I let my friend borrow my first movie, Optimus Prime. I will get it back tomorrow. But for now, I don't have them yet. Optimus Prime and Optimus Prime. Now for Bumblebee, Bumblebee, and Bumblebee. Now, I don't have any of the Dinobots to compare them to, so this is my only one. Oh, yeah, I forgot about one. Oh, you thought I was about to get the one-step changer out, weren't you? Well, guess what? I'm not gonna do that, okay? I'm not gonna dive into the disappointment box and constantly have to listen to Drift going... I don't want to do that, okay? So, robot time. Transformation, it borrows a lot from the G1 conversion, so you get a hint of familiarity with it. So anyways, flip the head up. Just put it there for now. Just, like, break his neck. And just shove either a part separator or your grubby little nail into the seam. Just separate these two panels, and they will go outwards. And just bring out the head. Now, just get the entire belly that'll accordion up and just so solidly click in to the chest, to the torso. And now you want to flip out the hands, just press in this part and just bring out the fist. Same thing on the other side. However, it's a lot less stiff on this. And now you're done with the torso. Like, we're already halfway done. That's how simple and fun this transformation is. Anyways, just split the legs. Just split this entire bottom part, as well as the tail. Hinge these two parts out. And just accordion the tail in. I kind of like how that step is done. It's just a lot satisfying to me. I don't think that was grammatically correct. Anyways, just bring down the legs. And you'd want to just, like, slide this out. It's on a sliding joint. You want to slide it to the right. Just slide it. And then tab. And just bring the knee down. And just do the same thing on the other side. First time transforming this, I did not know there's a sliding joint on the knee, on the leg. So, yeah. Anyways, bring in the calf, the back of the calves here. And, last but not least, bring the heels up. And here you have the robot. Oh, no, wait, not yet. Just fold down the T-Rex head. Anyways, now you have the robot mode. And that was a simple transformation. That's because it borrows from the G1 figure. In fact, that just makes me think that it's the exact transformation. I don't know, I never owned that figure. Of course. But anyways, robot. Now, before I go into the articulation on this, just remember that he comes with this little goblin, which does not have a great articulation. It's just all ball joints. And there's not even that many, so head is on a ball joint. It is kind of hard to swivel. And both the shoulders are on ball joints, and due to the way they cut, this one can't go out that far. But they can both rotate like that. However, this one can go out. And there's no elbow bend, there's no bicep swivel, there's no wrist swivel. There is, surprisingly, a waist swivel that is on a ball joint. But I'm not gonna pop it off. Hips are on ball joints. And no thigh swivel, no knee bend, and no ankle articulation. So this guy's just a brick. Now anyways, with that out the way, let's get into the main figure's articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, and of course every ball joint can be a swivel. And using the transformation hinge, you can go look down even further. No. And you can look up even further, like that far before it's just a gap you can finger. And these wings, they are on a hinge joint, or is that a swivel? They're on a hinge joint. No, wait, no, that is a swivel. And there's a hinge joint right here, so they can get out the way for a full 360 rotation at the shoulder. It's just the same as in Dino mode, alright? He moves out that far. Arm moves out that far. You get a thigh swivel. You get an over 90-degree bend at the elbow. Yep, the thigh swivel becomes the bicep swivel. Like that. And the only added piece of articulation is that there's a wrist swivel. Nope, you can't even see that. There's a wrist swivel that can go all the way around. And these hinge joints are still active. However, they are tight. Hey, hinge joints. Of course, you get a waist swivel that, despite the dino head, can go a full 360. And hips are on ratchets, so they can go out that far. Go forward that far. And they can go back that far before bumping into the dino head. Actually, it can go out a little bit further. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then, what I've been waiting for is the beautiful spread. There, of course, you get a thigh swivel. And you get a... Don't move it from the transformation joint. You get a ratcheted... It's kind of hard to tell if it's 90 or below 90 due to everything that's going on. But yeah, there is a knee bend that's ratcheted. There's a beautiful pivot with detail that actually comes out. There's a gap right here. However, I doubt that you're gonna go any further than that. But yeah, there's no up or down, or nor is there an outwards pivot. However, heel can go down for like kind of he poses. But yeah, other than that, that's really it. The posability on this figure is amazing. All right. There are a few little nitpicks I have, like the lack of finger articulation, and I wish the ankles could do a bit more. But yeah, this is a 5-year-old leader class. Yeah, that's right, 5 years old. This released back in 2020, a part of the first wave of SS86. Now, let's just get up close right here. Don't look at that dino crotch. And just look up at that head. Yep, it is gorgeous. Like, all the greebling on here is just simply gorgeous. I like the gold at the chest. Thankfully, it is actually painted over and not gold plastic, so you're not gonna get GPS. And this part is clear. And if you just look hard enough, you can see that there is an Autobot insignia. And I think I just face revealed. God damn it! They had all the greebling on the arm right here. I don't care. Alright? It's probably gonna be hard to see. And there's just a lot of detail on this figure. That's normal for SS86 figures. And yep. And, there's a big gaping hole just missing. I wish there was a panel that covered that up, but really, what are you gonna do? It was 5 years ago. Turning around to the back, it is fairly clean. These wings are movie accurate, and, I don't know whether this dino head is movie accurate right here, but, maybe it is. I can't get any shots of the Sunbow model that shows the back, so I don't really know. And then I love just the colors on the legs right here. However, unfortunately, there is just this white spot right here, massive white spot. It's hard to miss. I wish that like they could have covered it up. I wish they could have painted this part gray, but that would mean some hefty paint chipping. Oh, yeah, but like, yeah, there's just some great detail on this figure. I don't really know what to say at this point. I mean, it's just average SS86 Greebling. But yeah. Anyways, let's get into some size comparisons. And now this video is gonna take forever to record. Optimus Prime. Now, I like to call some leader classes nowadays glorified Voyager classes. However, I am happy to say that this one is not a glorified Voyager. Well, he's still, like, slightly taller than a Voyager, but still, you don't see leader classes that are this big nowadays, alright? And, it's even more obvious with the mainline version of Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Like, he's still big for a modern leader class. But enough yapping, let's just get into the other size comparisons. Bumblebee? Well, this is quite the surprise. No, anyways, let's just get into the accessory. Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm forgetting something. It must be in my pocket. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Bumblebee. Anyways, let's probably get into the weakest part about this figure, which is the accessories. Because he has some. First, he comes with the little goblin that we've already covered. And, actually, hold up. He comes with this little slingshot, which it is extremely tiny, so don't lose it. Oh, I thought I lost it, but never mind. It's all good. So, Wheelie uses this little peg on the leg, and Grimlock has this little port on his shoulder. So, using that little peg, and you could just simply store Wheelie on Grimlock's shoulder. But nobody wants this Wheelie. I mean, like, it's not a good little minifigure. And it's a gripe that I have with all leader classes. Like, they can be good. The base figures can be good themselves. However, the biggest part that I hate about leaders is when they include tiny little figures. They could have just ditched Wheelie, release the 86 core class, and maybe focus more on the figure, like covering up the forearms, or maybe painting the insides of the calves, so that it doesn't look weird. But yeah, he also comes with his gun, which, this is 5mm, so somehow, so that means you can do this. Yeah. But the normal way to do this is just simply putting it in his hand. And that looks good in this hand. So yeah, that's pretty much it for accessories. Like, he doesn't come with much, but, like, I prefer if he didn't come with much. But yeah. Yeah, that about does it for this figure. Overall, this figure is absolutely awesome, and they recently reissued it, so you can pick it up anywhere. And so, you don't have to pay the scalped eBay prices, and you can get a great leader class that is actually big, like they're meant to be. Yeah, overall, this figure is great, but not perfect. I will give it, like, about an... Oh, this is difficult. I'm thinking, like, an 8.9 out of 10, but it's much bigger, and, you know what, an 8.9 out of 10 seems fair. So, this is the review on So that's been my look on SS86 Grimlock, and you know what all the YouTubers tell you. Just kidding, you don't have to, but you can if you want to. So, this was my look on SS86 Grimlock, and this is Cybertronian Reviews, signing out. Thanks for watching.